That's 30, so you rotate out.
Wilson can go back. Wilson.
I'm now streaming live on YouTube. This is the state of Georgia versus Jerry Barnes. And this is warrant number 2025 WA08726. Criminal trespass representing the state is Assistant Solicitor Bean. Representing the defendant is Attorney Mark Lane. Your witness, Assistant Solicitor Bean.
Yes, the state calls Officer Coley to the stand.
Yeah. Yes,
hi
I'm
there.
here. Hi, good
Hi there.
morning.
Good morning. Could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, to help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Can you state your name for the court, please?
I'm Officer Coley Hebron from Forest Park Police Department.
Okay. You just describe some of your duties as an officer at Forest Park.
I've been with the city of Forest Park for 6 years and 2 months now. Right now I am a master patrol officer. I'm on a special operations unit where we answer, regular calls and service and routine traffic stops.
Are you on duty on October 12th, 2025?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay. Were you dispatched to 4228 Cloudland Drive in Forest Park?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Can you describe the nature of that call?
On that day in question, we received a call at that address in question on Cloudland Drive in Forest Park in reference to what was described as a white male going on someone's property and taking a weed eater. That was the reason I was dispatched to that address.
Okay. And was it a store or was it a residence?
It was a residence.
Okay. And was it the owner that called?
Yes, it was Mrs. Owens.
Okay. And what happened once you got there?
Once I got there, I spoke with Mrs. Owens. I didn't have initial contact with Mr. Barnes. I spoke with Miss Owens, and she stated that a male name that she calls Jay, last name Barnes, took her weed eater, in which her neighbor to her immediate right told her that he was on her property and had took her weed eater. How I was able to come in contact with Mr. Jerry Barnes is I had prior dealings with him, knowing that he used to live at her home earlier this year and had moved out and moved somewhere in a tent. So that's how I was able to come in contact with Mr. Jerry Barnes. The surrounding officers who were looking for Mr. Jerry Barnes, because Ms. Owens said that he left with the weed eater on a bike. So surrounding officers went to canvass the area, was able to observe Mr. Jerry Barnes. At that time, I was not there, but they stated that he was jumping over fences in other citizens' backyard, in which they did have citizens call saying that they saw a male jump over their fence that was matching the description of Mr. Jerry Barnes. After a brief foot chase, they was able to come in contact with Mr. Jerry Barnes. At that time, he did not have the weed eater. He did drop a book bag, which had his father's information in it, as well as the address that he stays at in the tent. So that's how I was able to come in contact with Mr. Jerry Barnes. They actually transported him back to the scene on Cloudland Drive.
Okay. The address that you responded to, that is in Clayton County. That's correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's in the city of Forest Park.
Okay. And do you see Mr. Jerry Barnes on this call?
I would have to slide the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do see Mr. Barnes.
Can you just give a brief description?
He has on a reddish orange jumpsuit with the white t-shirt under, and shoulder length hair.
Okay. Thank you. There's no more questions.
All right, Attorney Lane.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning.
See, according to your investigation, then you were interviewing Miss Owens, and she said that Mr. Barnes did used to live there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did she say other than she did tell you that he did pay for the weed eater, correct?
Yes.
And did she tell you that there were other items of his that were in the house that he'd been trying to get back?
No, sir, not at that time.
Okay. Has anybody interviewed him since he's been arrested to get his side of the story?
Yes, momentarily he was detained, and I did speak with Mr. Jerry Barnes, and he stated that he did purchase the weed eater, which, just like I explained to Mrs. Owens, that since we're not able to prove who actually owns the weed eater and who purchased the weed eater, it has to be something that's handled civilly. And then I did explain to him that he can't go on someone's property and take items out of the front yard.
All right. Well, thank you, officer. I don't have any further questions.
Yes, sir.
Can you redirect?
Yes. Was he permitted to be there at any point? Even though
Not at
even though he paid for the weed eater, was he permitted to be there?
Not at the time, no.
Was he ever asked to leave? Do you know?
Apparently, Mrs. Owens, the residence. She was inside. She stated that she was using a weed eater. She went inside to take a break, and when she came outside to resume using a weed eater, is when she noticed it was gone. And her neighbor to the immediate right said, "Hey, Jay was actually at your house," which I spoke with that neighbor who didn't want to be named, and she said she didn't think it was, suspicious that he was there, because he once had lived there. But when she saw him take the weed eater, that's when Mrs. Owens came outside and saw Mr. Jerry and confronted him about the weed eater. And then once she said that she was going to call the police, is when he ran off with the weed eater.
Okay. So she was never able to communicate with him because she was inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Was there any signage in her yard that said no trespassing or anything like that? That
Yes,
would
ma'am.
have communicated that?
Yes, ma'am. She has a no trespass sign on her front gate, which is going into the entrance of the home.
Okay. All right. Thank you. There's no further questions.
Ready. Any recross?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Closing arguments. Assistant Solicitor Dean.
The state's going to reserve.
Okay. Attorney Lane.
Your Honor, we request a dismissal of the trespass charge. Looking at the statute, it would require him to enter go onto the property for an unlawful purpose. I guess they're trying to say that the weed eater that he paid for, that's at a residence where he used to live, is somehow this unlawful purpose. It's not. He purchased the weed eater. They can't prove otherwise. And the witness even said the neighbor that saw him there, based on him previously living there, and the officer said she knows that he used to live there. They didn't view him even being there as suspicious because he used to live there. So just based on that, we request a dismissal because they're not unable to show an unlawful purpose, that he was there trespassing for an unlawful purpose. They've got to show that he was there for an unlawful purpose, and the weed eater that he paid for, so that there's no unlawful purpose here.
All right. Ms. Dean.
Yes. Criminal trespass is knowingly and without authority entering on the premises of another for an unlawful purpose. That is true. or enters the premises of another after receiving notice prior to such entry from the owner, the rightful occupant, or authorized representative that such entry is forbidden. I believe that the testimony has proven that based on the signage, no trespassing, the testimony that says that he used to live there, and the owner, the rightful occupant, obviously not wanting him to be there. I think we've met our burden. There's certainly probable cause here that he has criminally trespassed on a property that he no longer has authority to enter.
All righty. On this one, I'm not gonna find probable cause, so I do not find sufficient probable cause to bind this charge over to the Clayton County State Court. So, this charge would be dismissed. But I caution you, Mr. Barnes. You can talk to your client, Attorney Lane, in a breakout room.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
I'm sorry, Judge, am I still needed?
No, thank you.
All right, you guys be safe. Thank you so much.
You as well.
Yeah.
Be warm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who do we have next? It would be. Transfer the list. Wilson? DeAndre Wilson?
Actually, Officer Proctor was the officer on that, and I mistakenly dismissed him, thinking he was only on one case. Can we hold on that while we try to get in touch with him?
Yes, ma'am. What about Zaliki? Joshua Zaliki?
Officer Gostin, is he on the call?
You can just stand by while you try to get one of those, and then I will do some research on that one, Mosley.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes,
so I don't want Ms. Bing to be by herself. So when she dismissed the officer for Wilson, I dismissed Wilson. Yeah. The inmate, I sent him back once she sent the officer back.
Outside.
When she told him he was free to leave.
oh, okay, we may have to get him back.
Okay,
All right.
yes,
All right.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about
Did
that.
y'all talk about bond, Attorney Lane? Because I had a note that y'all were talking about bond.
Yeah, for Mr. Mr.
Mosley,
Wilson,
'cause-
it's
no, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Wilson. Did y'all discuss bond?
well, that's. Let's see if we did get on that. Yeah, I think that was one that he's got a pending. That's one that we got to or not, because it was
He has a pending what?
No, I thought that was the leaky that had a pending felony in Gwinnett.
yeah, that's right.
And which is why I declined the UJR. And then Mr. Wilson, we wanted to have a hearing for because of the nature of the charge.
And then I was just gonna ask the court after to set a reasonable bond.
Wilson just got out of prison. And he's on probation. He can't stay out of trouble. So you're gonna try to get the officer in this one?
Yes,
If not, we're just gonna continue it.
okay. I see a note here saying that Officer Gostin
Mhm.
has not yet responded, even though yes, even though I think he confirmed that he would be here, and Officer Proctor hasn't answered just yet. If we can give just a few more moments and then make a decision about a one-time reset, that'd be great.
All right, I stand by.
Thank you so much.
All right, Attorney Lane,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are right. This should be a this should be, well, I don't know what he's being held on. It said if he's being held on a misdemeanor. Is he being held on a misdemeanor?
The best I could tell, both of us were Miss Bing and I, it just showing a probation violation that he's being held on.
What was the, let me see.
But I wasn't able to find out exactly what.
I'm gonna try to take a look as well.
Mhm. Like he's being held for driving on suspended license. Misdemeanor. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the. God, he got a million of those. Oh. Nope, I think. Right. Now he's being held on a felony. He caught in 2020, in September, he caught a possession of a firearm in September 2025. I guess that's why he's being held. And then it caused a probation violation. Yeah, so that's he's in for a felony. You almost got me, Attorney Lane. You almost got me. All right, so this needs to be placed on a felony calendar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then Officer Harris, if he's not on any other cases, can be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Mr. Derek Farmer.
Good morning, Judge.
How you feeling today?
Doing well. How are you?
Good, blessed and highly favored.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.